Hi all, welcome to day 9 on VMware vSphere 6.7. So today we are gonna kickstart with a concept called snapshot. Snapshot, this doesn't require vCenter. Snapshot is the only feature which does not require vCenter server. Without vCenter server, you can take a snapshot. First, let's understand what we mean by snapshot. Sir, are you observing, Subhash? Yeah. Snapshot, it's called point in time copy of a virtual machine. Example, restore points in Windows. Have you heard about restore points in Windows? See, it is like this. See, in IT there is something called backup. Okay, there are different types of backup. You can take one assignment. Difference between difference between difference between backup and restore. What is the difference between backup and restore? What is CBT? Change block tracking. What is backup server? CBT, change block tracking. What is volume shadow copy? VSS. What is volume shadow copy? Okay. What is storage server? This you know already, but in backup there is one storage server. What is incremental backup, differential backup, and full backup? Okay, get the answers for all this. Repeating again, snapshot is nothing but a point in time copy of a virtual machine. Example, yesterday you took one backup, today you took one backup, tomorrow you will take one backup. There are 3 points of backup. Suddenly there is a natural calamity happened, like what is that? Tsunami or something happened. You lost your data center. Now you want a backup. So which one you will restore? Yesterday one or today one, tomorrow's one?
Yesterday's one, because I will take backup of those previous days.
No, that's not the answer. The answer is whichever is the very latest one, you should restore. Okay, today's one is the latest one now. Tomorrow one, I don't know, like when I happened today only. Okay, tomorrow's one, I don't have a control. Yesterday one, I have a control. Today's one, I have a control. So today is the latest restore point. I'll restore it. Okay, yeah. List of files which make up snapshot. See, do you remember .vmtx? It is what? But you should forgot so soon. That's a template file. Do you all agree with me? Similarly, when you take a snapshot, there are some files created automatically. These are the files. Number one, .vmst snapshot database file. .vmsn snapshot state file. Okay, then in older versions there are two versions of this file. One is called delta.vmdk and sparse sep.vmdk. Both older than 6.5 m snapshot data disk from vSphere 6.5 onwards. Snapshot data disk.
Earlier VMSD, we have said snapshot data file. Data and database both are same or different?
No, data is different, database is different.
Dot extension are same.
See, VMSD is different, delta.vmdk is different. And this is very tricky topic. This lab, whatever we do now, it's a tricky task. It may tend to confuse you, but you should be very careful. Okay, yeah, let me connect to any one of your ESXi. See, whatever you observe now for the next 15 minutes is very very important, because we have seen in production people are just dismissed or sent home because they made a mistake in this. Okay, I am also a victim, but I didn't get any big impact because that was initiated by VMware team. I was working in a company and we were running out of data store free space. What that engineer has said, the person who supported from VMware, he said that if you remove delta.vmdk file, you can clear some free space. Delta.vmdk file is around 10 GB. He deleted that file and he restored the VM. But actually, whatever the latest backup was there in the 10 GB now, that is lost. Customer data is lost. Went to big escalation. You should not do like that. There is something called storage motion. You have to move the machine from one data store to another data store to clear the free space. But what that fellow has done, he has deleted the delta file. So the data is lost. Restore point is lost. So I we raised a request. Anyhow, all logs were there, and because I gave approval, right? So if you want to clear a free space, he asked, shall we delete the delta file? I was thinking that if you delete also, still you can bring back that. But I, after deleting only, we got to know that you cannot bring back that file. Once merge the status, no, you cannot go back. It's one way. So you should be very careful. So give me one ESXi, one of your ESXi IP. Tell me. 130. So this is very very important tab. Snapshot is the only feature which works without vCenter. Okay. See, it shows what you didn't initiate reboot. Tell me your die.
186.
186. Okay, very good. Can you see many machines are there? Okay, I can take any one of the machine here. So this is working condition now.
Yes.
Deployed VM from Kolkata template.
Yes.
No, that's okay. I want one working machine. That's all. Let me power on and verify. If it is working, that's all enough. That's all fine for me. Okay, it's loading. Let it load. Let that load. I'll show you the differences now. Pay attention. Don't do anything. Just observe. That's all. Next 15 minutes, you just observe. I have to enable SSH on this machine. I'll navigate to services and scroll down. Can you see it is running? That service is running. Now you can connect to Putty. Putty is a third party software. You know, right? How to connect? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, you know the path. Default VM path. Do you know this? Slash VMFS CD space slash VMFS slash volumes and your iSCSI data store path. Okay, and name of your machine path. So here I have machine deployed D. See, I directly got into this path. So for me, within this machine, there are many files. Can you see this? This is name of the machine, whatever you see on your right. Can you see anywhere a file extension called delta.vmdk? This looks very big machine name, man. Can you see? Actually, you see this, right? .vswp. So there is no space. That's why it has come in the next line. Can you see this? So I don't want to take this machine. Let me take some other machine. Any small machine. A Nandan VM works now. Nandan works. That is working, huh? Okay. See, I want to view like this. You understood now? See, it is showing the file extension. Since you kept a very big name, I don't want to use that. Okay. So have a look now. So flat.vmdk is your, as of now, actual disk file. Flat.vmdk is your actual C drive. C drive. Okay. And see, currently VMST is there with some logs, 43 bytes. It's not even a single KB. Some metadata info. It doesn't mean that there is one snapshot. No, answer is no. Can you see any csparse.vmdk? .vmsn? Because there is no snapshot as of now. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
There's no snapshot. So let me power off this. And what else file you have? .vswp is there, right? Swap file. Currently, see the size of swap file. How much it is showing? 119 MB. Okay. See the size. What will happen? So when I go back here, OVA machine power on, and you will see some changes to this files now. Loading up. Morning. Is there any new file is added? One more swap file is added. Can you see this? 80 MB, one more file is added. And here you can see one more swap size 512 MB is added. File lock file. This will lock. This file is used to lock on ESXi host. This will make one lock. See, when I try to delete this machine, right? See, it will not delete. Since machine is on, rm nandan, rm is the remove command, right? When I try to remove this file, example vmx file, is the machine is on or off? It should not allow me to. Okay, machine is on. Can you see this? Even though I deleted one file, it's not allowing. Machine is still on only and it is working fine. Can you see? So machine is working fine. So the task of this files are to put one lock on ESXi so that no one deletes this machine. Okay. When a machine is on, you cannot delete. Can you see this? Delete or unregister options are grayed out. Whereas a machine which is powered off, see now. You understood, right?
Yes, sir.
So when a machine is on, you cannot do anything. You should off that machine. Right. Now, let's take a snapshot. Right click, snapshot, take a snapshot. Take, we call it as snap one, snapshot one, snap one. Add additional. Let's see how many adapter we have. We have only one network adapter. Okay. See, snapshot is applicable within the OS or outside the VM. Not just within the OS, data which you make changes within the OS. The data which you make outside the OS also applicable. Which means any changes you make at OS level or VM edit settings level can be restored. Okay. So I'll go here, snapshots, take a snapshot. I'll call it as snap one, add new NIC. Let's call it as NIC2 to VM. Okay. And here you can see snapshot the virtual machine's memory. See why we need to select this option, because this option will be used for power on state or power off state. Snapshot virtual machine's memory is the option is used to mark whether that machine is in on state or off state. By default, if I uncheck and take a snapshot, right, when I restore that machine powered off state, it doesn't record which state the machine was in. See, I'll take a photo. Okay, you are awake now. You need any help? You are understanding? Okay. When you are in a classroom, I'll take one photo. Okay. In that photo, you are sleeping or you are awake. How will I get to know?
By seeing that.
He opened his eye or he is doing some action, right? Same thing here in snapshot also. When you take a snapshot with the memory, it will record whether VM is in on state or off state. You understood? So that's why you should always take snapshot the virtual machine's memory. Snapshot. Failed to create a snapshot. Why? It says that a required file was not found. Okay, maybe the file which I have deleted, right? That would be the reason. Let me power off. Can you see? As soon I powered off, it says that, hey, you lost that VMX file. Can you see? It should not show like this. So what we can do, we can create a VMX file pointing that VMDK. See now, if I try to power on, you will see this error message because we deleted that VMX file. Okay, so I can reconstruct this. Let me show you how to do that. So you can simply click on unregister. That entry is gone. Now I can bring that machine back. How to bring that? So what you have to do, you have to create a new machine without a disk. Create a new virtual machine, and name of the machine is nandan.ova. Let's me keep like this. Okay, it's a Windows OS, Windows XP, 64-bit or 32-bit. 64-bit, let it be. It is in data store, and RAM 512 MB, right? What was the RAM? 512 MB. 2 CPU.
Can we create simply one file inside that directory? Because it just requires that file.
We require that file.
Extension file.
.vmx file, correct, but we cannot simply create like that because that required vmx file is what? It's a configuration file that required information about VM name, CPU, memory, RAM, all those things. That's why I'm creating an empty file. VM network. Next, see here I am not selecting any hard disk, or I can remove this hard disk info. Next, finish. Okay, I don't have any hard disk, but still I have created one machine. Can you see this? Now what I'll do, I'll go and add this disk to this machine. How to add this disk? See now, right click, edit settings. Can you see add a hard disk? Okay, can you see an option called existing hard disk? I'll add an existing hard disk. Navigate here. I know the OVA, Nandan OVA VM. Yes, this is the one. This is the one which I just created. This was the one, it's already existed. Okay, and save. Now I can power on this machine. Machine is coming up. Can you all see this? See, you understood? So in production we have seen hundreds of cases like this. By mistake VMX file would have deleted, or VMX file corrupted. Can you see what is happening? Blue screen dump error because it found a what? New hardware. Okay, blue screen error is coming. You understood, right? Why blue screen error is coming? Because there was a change in the hardware. That's why it was giving blue screen dump error. We should remember at least the configuration. If you have taken a backup, right, we would have restored it. At least, see, usually in production, we will not take this risk. So what we will do, we will take a backup of all machines. Here we don't have any backup, right? That's why we could not able to recover this machine. You understood? So temporarily I will delete this machine. Don't need it. See, XP is pretty old. It doesn't have that much intelligence. Maybe like Windows 10, it would have understood if any changes you made. At least it will give a message. You have added a new machine. Do you want to continue with this? Or some kind of XP is how many years old OS? 2007 means 4. It since 2004 to 7 it was there. 2004 to 7 it was there. Like XP3 was there 2007. See here. Windows SPVK. Here 2001 June release. It's 2008. Can you see this? Final release. Started from 2001, but it was there still 2008. I remember till 2007. Okay, this one works, huh? And then VM. Anyhow, we have template. We can deploy any type of machine. That's not a problem. Huh? Huh? We have a template. Oh. Okay, this machine is coming up. Name of the machine is called Nandan VM. Let us navigate to that machine. CD. Actually, it should not allow to delete that file. Any log file is what? It's a one which makes a lock on ESXi. It should not allow you to delete. You know, like in what changes they have made to delete that file. CD Nandan. Okay, have a look now. Flat.vmdk is here. Since machine is coming up, that VSWP is still loading. Like, is that a finished version or installation was still going on? Setup is being restarted. It will come to that 51 day. That's okay. This is not needed, man. Wasting the space. Deploy clone VM Lohit. This will work. Let me power on. You know what? You can change name also. You can rename the VM, but it will not change the folder name. See here. See now. I'll simply right click and can you see somewhere rename option? I can rename here, but folder name will not change. Whatever the folder name which you kept at the time of creation, it remains same. Yeah, if you want to reflect your VM name, you have to perform vMotion and svMotion together, so that automatically the folder name is changed. Okay, repeating again, you can rename a virtual machine name anything you like, but VM folder will not change. VM folder name will not change. See now, I'll rename like this. I'll remove the clone and I'll call it as Lohit VM. Okay, rename it. Rename is done. See, generally the expected behavior is it should change the folder name, right? But actually it is not. Lohit, where it is here. Did it change? No, sir. It's still the same. Okay, CD now swap file is created of size 1 GB. So what is the size of this machine? RAM GB only. Okay, 10 GB hard disk, 2 virtual CPU. So only one NIC card is there. Okay, see, machine is in working state. Let us log in now. Okay, can you see it's in working state only, right? Yes, right. So we'll refresh here so that to load the latest page. Right click. Currently there is no C sparse or 43 bytes only. It's there. VMSD size. Okay. VMSN, VMSD, C sparse dot VMDK. It's not created as of. So we'll do one thing. We'll take a backup of this. See now what I'll do. I'll put it in Notepad. Okay. Before taking snapshot, VM files list. Okay, right? After taking snapshot files list, so that you will find what is the file newly created. I'll come back here, snapshot, take a snapshot, snap one, add new NIC2 to VM and take a snapshot. So now here you see, can you see snapshot is very fast, faster than clone or template. Okay, so snapshot is completed. Huh? Yeah, in interview they may ask you a question, how to find whether a machine is running on snapshot or not. What is your answer?
We check the files.
Very good. I don't know what you both are thinking. Just now I told you now.
We need to check that.
That's one way. Second way is here. See, right click, snapshots. Can you see something called manage snapshots? Here you can see if there is a snapshot is running or not. Can you see one green color running now? It says you are here. A machine which doesn't have a snapshot, it will not show that snap info. See now, template VM doesn't have snapshot. I'll go to snapshots, manage snapshots. Is it showing?
No.
A machine which has got a snapshot, it will show like this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Write down interview question. How to find whether a virtual machine is running with snapshot or not? Then write down whatever you have seen now, you write down.
Okay, snapshots has to be performed every day. So maybe
Correct. Correct. Every day it should be performed. Yeah. All organizations they will take snapshot every day.
all the VMs.
All VMs they will take a backup. Yes. This will keep growing. And you can have 32 snapshots in a snapshot tree. This is one. Like that, how many you can take? 32. Write down that number. Maximum 32 snapshots can be created in a snapshot tree. I'll write down in notes also. Note maximum 32 snapshots can be. VMware recommends not to keep snapshot more than 48 hours. VMware recommends don't keep on taking snapshot. If you have a snapshot, if your backup is completed, please restore it back. Snapshot is needed at the time of taking a backup of a disk. What happens? sometime when you try to copy a file, the file may corrupt. Backup means what? It's a copy of that original file. Correct. Now let's take in C drive, you kept some photos. You tried to copy. What happened over network or in D drive somewhere, when you tried to copy, one file got corrupted. Understood? So to overcome that, we will take a snapshot, so that what it happens, so it will preserve the state of the machine before taking a copy. Whatever the files were there before you take the snapshot, it is preserved. If a snapshot, if a copy fails or a copy succeeds, still your state is preserved. Whatever has happened yesterday, it is preserved, right? You cannot go and change it. There is no time machine.
So like in our mobile, we take snapshot, it will be there.
That's a photo, yeah. Here, in disk level snapshots, any changes you made yesterday, it is preserved. Correct? That's why we need a snapshot. Let's come back to this. Now see, as per this snapshot, what I should do, I should add one NIC card. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
So I'll add a NIC card and let me keep it in production port group. Okay, understood? And I'll save. Now
If we allow live, because we are adding another hard drive or hardware changes in the.
no. Adding NIC card won't be a problem. I'm just wondering whether that port group is there or not. It should be there. That's why it's listing. It's there. Production port group. It is there. That's not a problem. Like we can add the adapter anytime. Why it was giving error? VM attempted up cannot be performed in the current state, powered on dismiss. Why? State powered on. Which means still snapshot is going on. Snapshot is completed. See, if there is any ongoing operation, it will impact. Why VMware tools? VMware tools is not installed. Okay, let's do some changes within the OS only. Let me call it as new NIC 2 added. Okay. Right. Now let's check the files. Can you see this .bsd VMS increased? It was just 46 bytes or something. Now it changed. Now, right? And C sparse. Can you see this? Can you see this? And .vmsn is created. Correct now. So let me copy all these files here. So let us see which file is added. This is added. It's clear. This file is added. So this is a header file. This is the like a shortcut for this master file. Okay, 60 MB file, and then VSWP is there. .vmsn is added. Can you see this? And then vmem. Do you remember this file? We enabled that memory file. Yeah, virtual machine memory file. That is also created. And then .vmsd size. It is 446 now. Here just 43 bytes. Can you see this? Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this in Notepad. You guys gonna save it, and also you should, or you do one thing. Anyhow, you will take a snapshot, right? That time I want you to see like this kind of a file and write down in your book before and after. Write on your book and also copy somewhere or take a screenshot, anything you like. Okay, I want you to know the differences because snapshot is very important topic. That's why I'm very much insisting on this. Now we made some changes, right? Correct. Let's take, I want to go back to the previous state. We made some changes, correct? I'll come back here and snapshots, manage snapshots. So this is the current state. Now I don't want this, so I want to go back. So snapshots, can you see restore snapshots? What it says, current state of the virtual machine will last unless and until it is saved in a snapshot. Revert to latest most recent snapshot. Restore. Okay, so I clicked on restore. I clicked on restore. Okay, see, restore to latest snapshot. Now let me open and see whether that file is there. Do you remember I made some changes now? One file I have added, right? Where is that file? That file is gone. Now again I will run this list. So here csparse is there. After restoring, csparse is there, 60 MB is there, and vmsn is there, vmsd is there. See, those files are there. It's a two-step process. After restoring, no, you should delete the snapshot. So let me make this concept clear. This is your normal VM. Okay, first we took one snap. What it is called? Snap 1. What we did here? Added a file in desktop, correct? Then what we did? We have restored. Okay, restored means what? Reverted to previous state. Reverted to previous state means it went back to whatever the changes you made in previous state. Now what you have to do, next step, once you reverted, you should delete the snapshot. Actually there is no content, you already reverted, but entry is there. Since you took one snapshot, right, that entry is there, that entry you have to delete. So now I'll come back here, snapshots, manage snapshots. Can you see still entry is there? No, yes, you simply click on that entry and go back to click on delete snapshot. So what will happen? Snapshot whatever you initiated, right, that will merge. See, now click on delete and remove the snapshot. Now it went back to original state, correct? And we'll see the file. That file will not be there because you already restored. That file is there? No. And let's check here also. Can you see csparse file here? Can you see .vmsn here? vmsd went back to how much?
43.
It is a two-step process. Repeating again, restoring a snapshot is a two-step process. First you have to restore and then you have to delete to remove the traces. Now let's take, I want to take a snapshot for application testing and I want to continue. Let's take, I took a snapshot and again I want to continue in that state only. One is I don't like this state, I went back. Other one is I want to continue. How to do that? See, now right click, snapshot, take a snapshot, simply call it as snap one continue. Okay, just to name continue application testing Java successful, or Windows patch successful. There is something called patch management. Patching, system updates in Windows, it will ask now new update is available. In Android also there is patching, right? Just think they are doing a patching. In a production environment, you cannot simply go and patch it. First you have to take a snapshot. Anything you do, change management. Write down on notepad. Write down on point. In VMware, any change you want to perform on a VM, in VMware, any change you want to perform on a VM, must and should undergo with a snapshot. First snapshot should be initiated and then you make necessary changes. Mark it as very, very important. Very important.
First,
take a snapshot and then make necessary changes on the OS or application. Example, Java application testing or Windows OS patch management. Done. Right? I'll go ahead and take a snapshot. Failed in virtual machine. Snap one. See, since machine is in off state, you are not allowed to select this. Add new Chennai C2. I took a snapshot now. Okay, you can check the status here. See, again this file is created, correct? Now I'll go and make necessary changes. I'll add one NIC card and I'll put it in production port group, save. Okay, understood? Now the test is completed successfully. Understood? I want to continue in this state. So what I can do, right click.
sir, why we need that NIC card?
In production, for any reason, see, I want to communicate to 192 series, 192.168 1 dot series also, 192.168 29 dot series also. I want to communicate with two different range. In production, we use for many reasons, man. One is for backup. Backup, there will be separate NIC card. And production, there will be separate NIC card. And management, there will be separate NIC card. You will see three NIC cards in production VM. So now I have added a new device now. I told you can make changes within the OS or outside the OS. Right click, snapshot manager, manage snapshots. Here also same option. That time you performed restore and delete. Now what you will do? You simply select and delete. You understood? If you delete means what? The current state means the state is preserved. Earlier you restored and deleted. Now directly you delete. Delete means saving the current state. Restore and delete means moving them back to previous state and deleting the snapshot. See now, it's a single step now. So I'll click on remove and Click on close. Now you will find the secondary NIC card or not? It will be there. Correct now. See here. Can you see? You understood? Deleting means not omitting the changes. It is applying the changes. When you perform restore and delete, then it is omitting. When you simply delete, it is applying the changes. Understood? That's why I told snapshot is the most confusing topic. Understood now? Can you do this now? Yeah, you are going to perform two tasks. Task 1. Create a snapshot and add a file in desktop. Restore back to original state since app testing failed. Okay, this is task 1. Task 2, create a snapshot and add file, or you can add a file also within add a file or add a new NIC card in edit settings. Delete bracket delete means applying changes. Delete snapshot to preserve the state since app testing successful. Okay. Can you do this now? Go ahead.
So as you told, this VMware suggested us to restore everything within 48 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so if we delete this one and if we want to continue for a long time, so how we want to restore?
If see, the purpose of using snapshot is to take at the time of backup only. Backup will not keep on running like 48 hours or 72 hours. If there is a huge file, it will continuously run. Okay, most of the time, if it is a daily incremental backup, it will complete the backup within 3 to 4 hours. Okay, why VMware is not allowing to keep since long? Because the more number of file you increase, right, then the chances of corruption is high. See, I have 100 GB file. If I make 100 files, if I copy from one pen drive to another pen drive, there is a chances of corrupting one file. Do you agree? If I keep very minimal file, let's say 2-3 files, right? If I try to copy from one place to another place, okay, where I no need to do too many things, header file or anything as such, no need to do too many things, it will copy. So the more number of files you keep within the VM folder, the chances of corruption is high. That's why VMware says don't keep on creating snapshot. Let's see, I gave this feature for temporary purpose only. You understood? Carry on.
Sir, the VM delete ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Restore ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೌದು, ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಪ್ಶಾಟ್ ಇಂದ ರೀಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋ, ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋ.
Delta.vmdk will show only vSphere 6.5.
Previous versions. In 6.5 onwards, it will show CSparse. Both are same. Delta and CSparse both are same.
Okay.
Just the naming convention they changed.
In 6.5 also almost all the options will be same like 6.7 only.
Yeah.
able to open the ES itself.
Sorry?
Not able to open the ES itself.
Why?
Showing like
Which Wi-Fi you connected? You check first of all. If you have connected to Jio, it's your problem. You connected to Jio, right? See, how did I found? Because that is in different network. This is in different network. I'll pause the recording.